Top 10 largest sea monsters in video games. As video game consoles continue to grow in power and size, so do the worlds that live inside these games, as well as their bosses and monsters. Now, if I had to choose just one thing that I love about video games, is that they often let us accomplish incredible feats, making us feel like total badasses. Yeah, like totally. And the feats I'm talking about involves taking down giant bosses and monsters, especially in the Kratos style. Yes, I'm talking about the god-slaying Kratos from God of War. Although you probably feel the same too, but after playing all these amazing video games, have you ever wondered which are the largest monsters you've ever faced? Well, I have, and I've especially been fascinated by the monsters of the deep. Yeah, I'm talking about the sea monsters. So, on that note, welcome back to Factholic, and today we bring you our list of the top 10 largest sea monsters to have ever appeared in video games. And let's start the countdown right away. Hey guys, before we start with the countdown, check this out. We've recently created this amazing new website solely dedicated to sizes. From movie monsters to animals, be it living or extinct, from objects in space to structures on Earth, be it man-made or natural. We've got it all covered for you. I mean, you can basically find the sizes of anything under the sun and even beyond. Also, we'll be updating the website regularly with new listings. On that note, we welcome you to Sizeapedia.com. And do remember, it's size with an extra E, because when it comes to size, most of us like things extra large. So, there you have it. Number 10, Scunner, Pacific Rim, the video game, 441 feet. So the first sea monster in our list is none other than the kaiju from Pacific Rim, Scunner. Scunner is one of 9 DLC player characters in Yuke's Pacific Rim, the video game. It's the largest Category 4 kaiju, and its appearance and behavior is similar to that of a bull. Apart from its massive size, Scunner also has speed and strength on its side. Number 9, Godzilla, Godzilla 2014 video game, 328 to 500 feet. The King of the Monsters lands a spot in the list of the largest sea monsters in games as well, and given his status as a pop culture icon, it should be pretty obvious. In the game, as Godzilla destroys objects such as buildings, G-energy generators, and military vehicles, he'll increase in size. Initially, Godzilla begins the campaign at 50 meters in height and can reach to almost limitless size, although I've personally never seen him get bigger than 500 feet, so we've kept the big G in the 9th spot. Number 8, Slattern, Pacific Rim, the video game, 596 feet. Another one of the 9 DLC player characters in Yuke's Pacific Rim, the video game, Slattern is the largest of all the known kaiju in the Pacific Rim franchise, and is unrivaled by any of its brethren in battle. The Category 5 kaiju has 6 clawed limbs and 3 tails that are deadly in close-quarter combat. In the game, Slattern's attack consists of its tail slam and electric ray. Number 7, Sea Emperor Leviathan, Subnautica, 525 to 656 feet. The Sea Emperor Leviathan is the largest of the living Leviathan-class fauna in Subnautica. This monstrous Leviathan is a true colossal, having a stocky, entirely armored body and is predominantly pale brown in color with shades of green. Also, despite its gargantuan size, the Sea Emperor Leviathan's diet consists solely of microorganisms filtered from the water, much like real-life baleen whales. Number 6, Laviente, Monster Hunter, 766 feet. Laviente is a giant orange-brown and green-tusked serpent living on a lonely island far from civilization. The unclassified monster was first introduced in Monster Hunter Frontier Season 7.0 and can release a powder that ignites, much like the Tostra, and create a short-ranged paralyzing pulse. While there's not much info available on Laviente, what is known is that they're voracious, aggressive monsters, easily consuming nearly everything in their vicinity in little time. Number 5, Kraken, Sea of Thieves, over 1,400 feet. Now, no largest sea monster listing would ever be complete without the Kraken, even if we're talking sea monsters in video games. And the Kraken that we have here today is from the action and adventure game titled Sea of Thieves. As we all know, the Kraken is a large sea creature with multiple tentacles, and in the game, these tentacles can randomly appear and attack any player, any type of ship, even if the player is alone. The Kraken is capable of destroying ships and damaging players. Moreover, its tentacles can strike the ship with a heavy slap, damaging and even turning the ship. Number 4. Leviathan Mass Effect, 3,280 feet. So the Leviathan is an ancient race of aquatic-based creatures that appears in Mass Effect 3's add-on content, Leviathan. In the game, these beings appear to be giant crustaceans and claim to be an apex race, a series that's reached the pinnacle of its evolution. So it's really no surprise that the Leviathan is one of the largest monsters in gaming. Number 3. Leviathan Final Fantasy, 3,377 feet. Okay, seems like we have another Leviathan here, and this one's from Final Fantasy. So this Leviathan is one of the 6 Astrals of Eos in Final Fantasy 15, and she's a colossal sea serpent who controls water, slumbering under the waters of Eltissia. She's looked upon with both fear and respect. Why both? Well, Leviathan is the largest astral and known for her ferocity. She has little affection for mortals and considers they should respect her unconditionally for her might, which they should, because she's a freaking giant and very powerful as well. Number 2. Gargantuan Leviathan Fossil, Subnautica, 3,609 to 4,921 feet. Now, the Gargantuan fossil is an enormous and ancient fossil, approximately 3 million years old, found in the bone fields. The skeleton belonged to an eel-like Leviathan-class super predator, dwarfing both the Sea Dragon Leviathan and Sea Emperor Leviathan, despite only being around 1/3 of the whole skeleton. When this creature still roamed the planet, the sheer size of its body would have prevented it from living within the crater, as it's more than half the 2-kilometer diameter of the entire structure. So, what other sea monster could be even larger than that? Well, that's what we're about to find out. Number 1. Jormungandr, World Serpent, God of War, way over 30,000 feet. Behold the World Serpent. Jormungandr, also known as the World Serpent, is a mythical Jotun serpent destined to fight Thor come Ragnarok. He becomes an ally of Kratos and Atreus after the pair awaken him from deep slumber within the Lake of Nine, and his size, figures that we've mentioned in our list, is quite clearly enough to crown him the largest sea monster in games. But wait, this Jotun may be even larger than that, because the serpent is believed to have grown so large that it was able to surround the earth and grasp its own tail. As a result, even receiving the name of Midgard Serpent or World Serpent. So, there you have it, the top 10 largest sea monsters in video games. Which of these bosses have you faced so far? And how many of these games have you played already? Do mention down in the comments section below. For more interesting content like these, keep watching Factaholic. And until next time, stay safe and happy gaming. Bye for now.